Hello wonderful people, Will Thunder Talks here with another video. We're at the year anniversary of our Mounjaro journey. I don't know if you guys know, but I take Mounjaro among other things, and I'm going to talk about that also in the video. But I want to talk about it because it's been a whole year. So I started June 6th, 2025. Okay, as of recording, it is June 10th. 2026, not 25. It's been over a year. So yeah, took Mounjaro. I've been on 2.5 milligram of tirzepatide Mounjaro for an entire year, and I think the results are pretty great. I started out at the start of the year, June 6th, 2026, at 173 kilograms, my friends, all in freedom units, 381 pounds. Really heavy, morbidly obese. Your boy's 6'2", for reference. So even if I was even taller, that would still be morbidly obese. Was morbidly obese. Now, we've lost a grand total of, drumroll please, 57.6 kilograms, or 126 pounds, or 9 stone, if you prefer that. Number 2, we like rocks in the UK to measure weight, so throwing that number in there too. I'm going to put up on the screen somewhere all the stats. You can see all the stats. I'm measuring all the stats. I lost 60 kilograms of fat mass, or like 135 pounds-ish. And I gained 2.4 kilos of muscle in a year. I was on the smallest dose. But, you know, a couple other little fun wins I want to talk about in here. As you can see the data, visceral fat went down a bunch. If y'all don't know what visceral fat does, it makes your... it's bad. It's bad. Basically, it's not fat you can see, but it's fat surrounding your organs that creates a lot of inflammation when there's a lot of it. And it contributes to all kinds of bad diseases. So that went down a lot, which I'm really happy about. Still a little bit above range right now. I'm currently 115.5 kilos, and that's way healthier, or like 255 pounds ish. A lot healthier. Very happy about that. Few caveats to this. Recently I've been having a bit of retatrutide as well. I started at the end of March taking retatrutide and tirzepatide together. And then I moved tirzepatide from 2.5 milligram to 2 milligram. And then I got retatrutide from 0.5 milligram to 1 milligram to 2 milligram. Now I'm on 3 milligrams. So I take 3 milligram of retatrutide a week, and you take 2 milligram of Mounjaro. So that's only been a recent addition, but I've still been taking Mounjaro the whole time. I attribute it mostly to Mounjaro. I don't think Ret has really accelerated my pace that much. It's been a lot of the same. But what a year. What an amazing year. I guess some of the changes I think that are kind of insane are that I've gone from 4XL clothes, my guys, to yesterday it was a little tight, but I put on a medium t-shirt. Never in my life would I be able to fit in a medium t-shirt. Didn't even think that was possible. Large, I'm comfortable in a large. Large jogging bottoms I've got, large trousers, and they're getting loose. I'm wearing jeans right now, 36-inch waist. Probably could fit into 34s. They're getting a bit baggy. So that's insane because at the start I had a 48-inch waist, 4XL. We lost loads on the old circumference of the hips. We are like a lot thinner than we've ever probably been ever, right? And I think this changes a lot for me. I have more energy, more confidence. It's having me more interested in my health. I want to have my testosterone tested. Turns out my testosterone's a little bit on the lower side. It's not like clinically low, but it's kind of low. It's on the low end of normal, which I'm not really surprised by. They say a substantial calorie deficit over a long time can suppress testosterone, which I've certainly been in because I've lost all this weight, right? In a year, and it's been a hell of a journey, especially because a lot's changed for me individually in my personal life. Job change. I've been focusing generally on the same kind of career trajectory of like helping people and counseling and stuff like that. I'm qualifying at the end of this month or so, so that's awesome. But yeah, all of this weight loss I think has really catapulted me into almost feeling ready for this. I almost feel like I'm stepping into the next phase of my life. Also managed to gain a bit of muscle on the whole journey, prioritizing protein, going to the gym. If I'm honest with myself, 2 days a week. Probably could have gone to the gym more often, but I guess when I go, I always like push to extreme failure and make myself very, very sore. Just push physically as hard as I can, and I only do resistance training. I only lift weights, and I got to the max stack on the leg extension machine, and I'm trying to bench more often. I'm stuck at 60k. I think it's my triceps that are underdeveloped, so I'm trying to work on my triceps. Yeah, I think stuff's really good. I guess I also feel like there's like an emotional regulatory effect for me that I've definitely talked about in other videos, and that's kind of been consistent for me, that I felt like I've been more emotionally balanced. It could be just because I'm less obese as well, and they say fat is a hormone storing organ, so they say that estrogen is stored in fat. And I guess there's probably way less estrogen in my system now. There's probably a better ratio of testosterone to estrogen, I would assume. Part of maybe why I have lower testosterone is because I had so much fat and that had a lot of estrogen in my body. That could have contributed to my emotional volatility, maybe. But ultimately, what a huge win. What a W in 1 year. Never lost that much weight in 1 year in my whole life. That's a lot of damn weight, okay? A lot of damn weight. Especially when I'm not, 18. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things. On the internet, I'm probably a boomer. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm still pretty young. But, wow. Just sitting here with that. It's amazing that I've been really busy and I've still managed to lose all this weight and gain muscle, because I guess I was worried when I started out, I'm gonna like lose muscle, or like something's gonna be sacrificed in this like bid to like lose all this weight. A lot of scaremongering about, like, back when I started, they were really worried about osteoporosis. A lot of people still say, oh, don't know the long-term effects. Personally, we know clinically what the long-term effects are of being morbidly obese your whole life, and all the outcomes are bad. So your boy's gonna roll the dice. I think I'm gonna roll the dice. The goal weight is still 100 kilograms. I've said it 100 times probably. If you've ever seen a video of me talking about Mounjaro, it's been 100 kilograms. I'm now on the home stretch. Really, I'm on the home stretch. It's kind of wild, but yeah, I'm on the home stretch, boys. 15 kilograms. They say the closer you get to goal, the longer it'll take. So it might take me another 6 months to get rid of the last 15 kilo. Might take longer. but to be 115 kilograms is amazing. From where I was, I'm like 18 stone-ish. Like, wow. Really, really, really happy I've been able to do this. I've never been able to do this without medication. You know, I literally tried prior to June 6th, 2025, since like November prior. In November 2024, that's when I was my peak weight of like 29 stone, or like 183 kilos. And I was like, right, I'm going to eat right, and I'm going to do exercise, and I'm going to be good to myself. And I did that from November till June, and I lost 10 kilograms, which is like cool, right? That's like a great amount of like weight lost. And then in like the same amount of days, from June till November again, I lost like 2 or 3 times the amount of weight with Mounjaro. Like the data for me there is like, you know, this stuff's working. It's really working. And now I'm really coming into like thinking, hey, it's recomp time, boys. It's recomp time. We need to focus more on the muscle mass. Maybe we need to even slow down the rate a little bit. We need to like boost muscle. Hold some lean tissue as we come down. Because, you know, I have gained muscle overall, right? Which is awesome. That's a W. That's a huge W, right? You look at the numbers and you're like, damn, dude, you've like gained muscle. When most people lose muscle, I guess I just want to gain more muscle. I guess I feel in the start I gained a bunch of muscle because I figured out how progressive training worked, and I still had a ton of fat mass that I could use to chomp into muscle, right? So I gained a bunch of muscle mass, and then probably the past 4-5 months, my muscle mass has been gently trending downwards as I've been losing more weight. I'm not usually happy about that. I want to get the muscle mass up as much as possible. But maybe I have enough that it'll show when I hit my goal weight. Maybe I have to get a little bit below that. Maybe I have to stay a little bit above that. I don't know. But we're going to focus on recomping right now, because muscle is your metabolic engine. And I want that engine full. So that's what I've done in a year. Will Thunder Talks. Finishing up here, I do intend to be on this medication for life. I do not intend to stop ever. It's amazing. Why risk screwing up something that works? Nobody should feel shame for taking an essential medication to keep their health in a good place. I wouldn't shame someone for taking statins. I wouldn't shame somebody for taking an asthmatic taking their inhaler. I wouldn't shame a diabetic for taking insulin. Nor should people shame obese people for taking a medication that helps them maintain a healthy weight. And I will do this for as long as I am able to do it for. And if that's my entire life, and I stab myself a week for my whole life, I bloody will. And anyone who doesn't like that can sod off. But Will Thunder Talks. You've been wonderful. I've been Will. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.